Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. So guys, in today's video we'll be making a puff sleeve and I'll be using this pattern paper to draft out my pattern. So we are going to be using the slash and spread method to make this puff sleeve. So the first thing I want to do is to draft out my basic sleeve pattern, and in case you don't know how to do that, I'll just show you. So from the shoulder line, which is the first line I marked my cap's height, then I'm marking the full length of the sleeve. So your cap's height, if you don't know how to calculate it, is your bust measurement divided by 12 plus 0.5 inches. For mine, I got 3.3 when I did mine. So that's what I marked there. So this is my cap's height line, and this is the full length, while the first one is the shoulder line. Okay, so on the calf side line I'm going to mark my armhole measurement, and from there I'm going to connect to the shoulder line on the sleeve center like this, just the way I did it here, and I'm going to get the midpoint of that line I just marked. So I'll do that by taking the entire measurement, then folding my measuring tape in two, and then I mark the midpoint. So on that point I'm going up by half an inch, and I'm going to draw a straight line from the edge down to the middle of the line that I marked on the half an inch point, and I'm going to curve my ruler, then take that straight into the shoulder line points, just like this. Okay, so this is for the back. So for the front sleeve I'm going to curve just the way I'm doing it. I flipped my tools and I use it to curve out the back, I mean the front, just like this. Okay, so here I have the back and the front armhole. So after doing that I'm going to mark out the elbow line. For this sleeve you really don't need the elbow line, but just in case you're confused or you want to know how you can do that, I just marked out the elbow line, just in case you don't want yours to be free like mine. Okay, so this is the elbow line, and on the elbow line I'm going to mark the elbow measurement divided by 4, and on the sleeve opening, which is where you want your sleeve to end, you're going to mark the measurement divided by 4 as well, and I'm just going to use my ruler to connect all the points that I just marked here. So I have my my sleeve measurement, my elbow measurements, and everything I have here I'm just connecting with my ruler. Okay, so after that I will just go ahead and add 1 inch for seam allowance, both on the elbow line, the armhole line, and the sleeve length. Okay, so I'll just connect that with the straight ruler like this. So after that is done, our sleeve is basically ready. The next thing I want to do is to add hemming allowance on the lower part. So you can go ahead and add like 1 or 2 inches, but I used 2 inches for mine, so I just added that so that I will use that to fold the sleeve for where the elastic band is going to pass through. Okay, so I just connected that, and we can now go ahead and cut out the sleeve. So guys, this is what I have for the sleeve after cutting it out. um I just go ahead and draw a straight line in the middle of the sleeve from the top down to the full length of the sleeve. Okay, and I'm just going to measure 3 inches towards the left side. You don't have to measure if you don't want to, you can just draw the line anywhere. It doesn't have to be a perfect um division. Okay, so I just marked that line, and I'm just going to mark the same line to the right side using my 3 inches space. So I just connect that point from the hem down to the full length of the sleeve. Okay, and this is the part we are going to slash to spread. So I'm just going to get my scissors and slash this. I'm going to cut it very close to the shoulder line, but I'm going to make sure I don't cut out my pattern. Okay, so you're going to cut it like you're going to cut it out, but you will not cut it out. This is because you want to be able to spread this without any challenge. Okay, so I'm just going to spread, I mean slash the three lines I made open just the way I have it here. So this is what you're going to do for yours as well. So once that is done, I'm going to bring my fabric, and I have two pieces here because I'm going to cut the two sleeves together, and I'm just going to open my pattern and place it on the pieces which I'll be using for my sleeve. So I'll just place it, make sure I align everything properly, and I'm going to just get my pin and pin this pattern paper to the fabric. Okay, so now that we are done pinning, we are going to go ahead and spread. So this depends on how big or how full you want your sleeve to be. Okay, so for mine, on the first line I did, I marked 1.5 inches in between for the spreading. So I spread that part with 1.5 inches. Okay, and for the one in the middle, I just spread it with 3 inches. So the distance between the two pattern paper you're seeing here is 3 inches. Okay, so I will just use my pin to hold it down, and I'm going to spread this one with 1.5 inches just like I did for the other side. So like I said, this depends on how full you want it to be. You can go on ahead and spread yours with 2 inches, 3 inches, 4 inches. Just know that the higher the number, the bigger your sleeve is going to be. Okay, so for mine, I'm very okay with this amount of volume. Okay, so if you want more volume, you can go ahead and spread yours wider than I did mine. Okay, so after that, I'll just cut this out, and I'm just going to cut the excess I have on the lower part. So now I will just go ahead and remove the pins. You can see how it looks already. The sleeve looks bigger than it was when we cut it. So yeah, this is what we have, and this is basically it on how to uh, cut out a puff sleeve using the slash and spread method. It's very easy. You can go on ahead and try it and let me know what you think. Okay, so I'm just going to show you what it looks like after stitching, just in case you didn't see my previous video. Okay, so after I added an elastic band, this is what I have. So thank you so much for watching. Until I see you next time, bye.